So, first of all, a very warm welcome, Anshika, to this podcast here, and of course, a very happy Independence Day to you.
Happy Independence to you, sir, as well.
Thank you. So, Anshika, as we are here, there are a lot of questions that I have to ask you. Okay, and I want to know your exact thoughts about the things. Uh, Whatever I'll ask you, you need to
Okay.
give me like exactly what is the thing you have in your mind about the things that I'll
Sure,
be
sir.
asking. Okay, so let's start with an intro question. Anshika, just tell me what is the first things that comes to your mind when you hear about 15th of August.
So, thank you so much, sir, for having me here. It's such a great and joyous occasion. And thank you so much for the question. So, the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear 15th August, it's the struggle, sacrifice, and freedom.
Great.
These three things, like the struggle of so many countless people, the sacrifice which they have done, and finally the so much desired freedom which we gained. All of these things, like these many people have which have lost their lives, have played quite an impact on me. Like as growing up, it was quite nice watching all of the things. And 15th August is just, I would sum it up in just saying it's the struggle, sacrifice, and ultimately leading to the freedom of us, for which we can see or create anything which we desire as we have that freedom now.
So, Anshika, that is a lot of connection with the 15th of August. So, since you said that things comes to your mind about like struggle, the people, so I need to ask here related to this only. If we talk about struggles and the people, especially, tell me, Anshika, which freedom fighter inspires you the most, and why?
It's quite a nice question, as it's not the freedom fighter who inspires me.
Okay.
It's their thought and ideas which inspires me the most. So, like the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, he single-handedly controlled the population of almost 1 billion people and had that much command over this many people and was able to provide a single vision for this many people. That is what I say leadership is all about. To have that much command. His leadership was imbecile. As country like India, we have lots of diversity in everything, in culture, language, everything, every aspect. So to have that much hold on these many people is like quite really nice. Then the second that comes to my mind is Bhagat Singh. His passion for his nation. He spent all of his youth, his young days for his nation. His passion was so burning that it was so fierce enough that Britishers had to kneel down. And it was really inspiring to see that a person that young had that much courage in him, that much courage and valor, that he was able to fight so many people alone. And whenever I read about him in textbook, I always get goosebumps. So the impact of his words, which I'm reading, is so strong that I can feel it in my bones. I always get goosebumps whenever I read about him. So it's about how much power he must have had, or how much passion he must have had, which burned so fiercely that I'm feeling it till now through textbooks, and how much it would have been back at the time. So it was inspiring. And then finally, it leads to Netaji, Subhash Chandra Bose. His ideas of, he was not much of a non-violence kind of a person, but he believed in what was ours, what was ours. He was not the type of person to give everything to everybody, but was willing to help others who were genuinely in need. Like there's one instance, I don't know if you know about it, but Subhash Chandra Bose, there was one Chinese general at the time of war, when China was under war by Japan. So there was one Chinese general who asked for help from Jawaharlal Nehru, and on the command of Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose donated 22,000 rupees.
Okay.
22,000 of that
Okay,
time.
at that time, huh?
Yeah, 22,000 rupees and an ambulance and dispatched a team of 5 doctors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was inspiring that even so much of things have happened, but he was willing to help others. He was willing to help those soldiers of China which were at war. So he sent that many people for their aid. It was admirable. So these three are the leaders of freedom fighter who come to my mind whenever I think about freedom
Okay,
fighters.
so Anshika, first of all, let me tell you that's a lot quite of details which
Surely.
let me tell you, I don't know. Okay, so it's a good thing that I also came to know about it. That a lot of things have been done, and that tells how much you are like into it. All this, so that's one more thing that I come to know about you today. Okay, so that's great. So particularly, you talked about the things these freedom fighters have done.
Hmm.
We talked about the struggles. We talked about the people. Now tell me, Anshika, is there any song, a poem, or a speech
Hmm.
that you will associate with the Independence Day?
There is one memory which is embedded into my head. Like, I remember since the past 12 years, I have heard the same song. It's Mere Desh Ki Dharti.
Oh yes.
Yes, I think many of us can relate that this song, since the past 12 years, I'm in the same institution. So, as a result, I was able to see many things which were repeated. But I remember all of those skits, all those acts which were performed. Even I was a part of that for, I think, 1 year. I performed and it was nice. So this song always brings back memories. And whenever I hear this song, Mere Desh Ki Dharti, I'm like, is Independence Day near or something that this song is playing? So it's that much of a nostalgia for me.
Okay, so that's. Let me tell you, it's about. Of course, it's about the song "Mere Desh Ki Dharti," and let me tell you, you know, on whom was it filmed?
I
On
think
who was the actor?
Manoj Kumar, I guess.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
because of that, he was known to be like Mr. Bharat. Like, he was called this after the song was
sure,
released.
exactly.
Yeah. So it was a nice song. Like,
Yeah, of course. Nee, I have seen him also. Matlab, not exactly in real time. Unfortunately, I have not seen him. But his acting skills and being a passionate actor was he. So that is something great. And in my childhood also, I love this song in on 15th of August, 26th Jan. A lot of times I have heard this, and of course, it brings nostalgia to me as well.
surely.
Okay. So since we talked about the people, the struggles, and one of the songs, so it brings me to freedom. So tell me, Anshika, to you, in this modern world, what does freedom exactly means to you in this modern era?
Freedom in the past had different meanings. We fought for life, we fought for speech, we fought to be heard. But now I think Constitution has provided us with all these rights, like a right to speech, a right to life. All of our rights are there in the Constitution.
Lot of-
So in the modern India, freedom has a different meaning. So I'll begin with myself. For me, freedom had different meaning. When I was a child, for me, freedom was to roam around freely. It was the freedom, like my mother and father were really fed up with me for this thing, that I always used to roam around, like around the park, around the home. I used to roam around. So it was something which they were not that happy about. So for me, I think back at that time, it was the freedom to roam around, freedom to go wherever I want to at my free will. But now I think the definition have changed. For me now, it's the freedom of choice. Which choices am I eligible of? Or I want the freedom to choose anything in my life. Like the freedom for career, for my choice, for anything. So where I want to live, how I want to live, with whom I want to live. So I want freedom like these. It's much more of a choice side. So I won't say it completely, it's about freedom. But in the patriarchal society in which we live, it's quite not that much easy for girls to have that much freedom.
Yeah.
Like, so freedom of choice is something I fight for. I believe in freedom of choice of everybody. It's not about boy or a girl. It's about what we want to do. But as we were talking about modern India, as me being a Gen Z, I can tell about my friends. So they are much more interested in freedom to travel, freedom to party,
Yeah.
freedom to, just do whatever they want, or these kind of things are much more seen in India as we have the basic freedoms which we always desired. So it comes in a part of freedom of life. So I would say this concludes my answer, as freedom is something which is different for everybody nowadays, but was same for past people. That was for freedom to everything, and even the freedom to live.
Exactly. Now, Anshika, I can connect with you exactly in the same manner as you're thinking about the freedom that you said to choose, to travel, to party, everything. Uh, the reason being, I too a Gen Z.
Oh, you are a Gen
Of
Z.
course. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, of course.
I did not
So-
know that.
Now you know.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll keep that in
So
mind.
that is something why I can relate with you. So let's we talked about so many things around here now, about the people, about the songs, about the struggles, and even about the freedom also. So let me conclude with all this since what we have talked about. Let me conclude it with one question that comes to my mind here. Uh, Tell me, Anshika, if you had to sum up the India's journey, like whatever we have talked about since past, if you have to sum up all that, the India's journey in just 3 words, what would they be?
So basically, long story short, it's blood, tears, and triumph.
Okay.
Because our independence was not something which was gifted to us. It was a struggle which we fought. So I think the blood shed for that, the tears which were shed for that grief, and all of the thing which ultimately led to the triumph of our people, of us, for our freedom. So these 3 words, blood, tears, and triumph, are the 3 words which could sum up our journey, which we have, like, since the ignition of a fire or a spark in 1857 to after 90 years. That spark which created a fire, which ultimately led for our freedom, our triumph or victory. So these 3 words could conclude that. As it's not about what we were, it's about what we are going to be, what our next step is going to be, what we have to do now. Because freedom was required at that time, but now we require freedom from different things. So many different things. We are still not independent enough. We are still dependent on many things. So it's about how we utilize this freedom. We have endless possibilities. The sky is so vast, it's limitless. So we have endless possibilities of each and everything. So I would like to conclude by saying that the choice ultimately lies within us. How we are going to utilize this independence, how you are going to utilize this independence. That's it.
Okay, so that's exactly a good conclusion of the topic, and that's very nice of you. So it's very nice talking to you, Anshika. A lot of things I got to know about you, and a lot of details, a lot of quite details about you, and it's very good to
Surely.
see that a student of Mount Literacy School, and of course, a young youth is so much into this, the importance of Independence Day, about its people, the India struggle, and everything. So it was a very nice talking with you, Anshika. So have a great day, Anshika.
Thank you so much, sir.
And thank
It
you
was
for
great
being here.
talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so much.
sir.